as well as inward and outward head restraints to realize the feeding of tube billet and rotation of tube billet, finished tube, and mandrel. The inward and outward head restraints are respectively arranged near dead points of working frame stroke at the same time, and they drive the tube billet and finish the tube respectively to do synchronous rotation with the mandrel. Connecting to the frame and the rotation feeding box, the bed in the middle is equipped with two long screw rods, feeding car, as well as front and back slides. LG 40H rolling mill feeding car adopts a casing type of clamping chuck, which could make two cars work by turns, continuous feeding and rolling without stopping, so as to improve the productivity of the rolling mill. The rotation feeding box is the main component of the rolling mill, composing of the front rotation feeding box and the back rotation box. During rolling process, at the moment when out-covered tube billet is in the open area between the two annulus hose patterns, and when it is separated from the hose pattern, it needs to push the billet to a certain distance, which is called feeding volume. Meanwhile, the billet and the mandrel are turned at an angle, which is called elevation angle. The two actions are conducted within a very limited angle range on main driving crankshaft gear. The construction of the rotation feeding box is quite complex, so we adopt the mechanical structure of cam swimming screw, swimming worm, to achieve double feeds and rotaries movements after learning from the advanced mill structure made of German MEER company. Pinch roll is in the middle of the front and back rotation feeding boxes, which can continuously feed in without stopping the machine. After successfully developing LG 40H cold rolling mill, Panjuha people have successfully developed the third generation of the double feeding, double rotation, high-speed cold rolling mill, LG 60H. LG 60H cold reducing mill mainly consists of main power plant, transmission device, frame base, mill housing, inward-outward chucks, lathe bed, feeding car, rotation feeding box, core rod chuck, in-wall oil smearing device, etc. Main power plant consists of adjustable speed motor, hydraulic floating brakes device, coupling, pedestal, etc. Transmission device consists of transmission case, driving shaft assembly, driven shaft assembly, connecting rods, etc. Frame base consists of frame body, right-left side plates, seal cover, etc. Frame base has mill housing inside which consists of frame and roll device. Main motor uses transmission chain to drive driven shaft to rotate. The hinge pin in crankshaft gears drives the frame to move back and forth repeatedly by connecting rods. Rotation servo motor and feeding servo motor are separately installed in the rotation feeding box by coupling worm gear, worm and gears. The servo motor separately drive the screw rod and polish the rod to rotate to achieve the rotation of the inward-outward chucks and core rod chucks, as well as the movement of feeding car, so as to realize the rotation and feeding of tube billet. After that, Panjuha Machinery Manufacturing Company Limited, Shanghai, has completed the development of new high-speed servo type cold rolling mill LG25HGLS. The machine adopts the new balanced structure so that it can reach a maximum speed of 320 times per minute in experiment, and the actual speed can reach 250 times per minute. The new type LG high-speed servo type cold rolling mill consists of the mechanical system, hydraulic system, lubricating system, electrical system, and gas circuit system. The main engine and transmission device mechanical system consists of main motor and floating brakes device. The motor was connected to angle square gearbox transmission shaft by coupler. In addition, the motor is integrated with the frame effectively. The high-speed continuous servo main drive connects angle square gearbox with solar shaft gear by gear pair of speed ratio 3, so as to drive solar shaft main axis to rotate. The movement can drive the planetary shaft main axis nearly to rotate at the same time. The planetary shaft main axis will revolve on